This video will show administration of projects in ShipWeight. So first we start ShipWeight and log in and open up the main window. And right now ShipWeight opens without any project loaded into the main window. So to load a project into the main window, you can either open a project from the menu, going on project and then open, or you can go to the toolbar and find the open project button. Either way you choose, you'll get the open project dialog box popping up, and the upper part of this shows the name of the server, which usually stays the same. You rarely change the server. And the next part will show the databases, the project databases that are on your server. And you need to have at least one project database, but you can have several, and each project database can contain any number of projects. If you click on a project database, the lower part of this dialog will show the list of the projects contained in the database you just clicked on. In this case, my first database only have one project in it, project P3000. If I click on the next database, I can see that this database has several projects, and they are all listed in the window below. So now if I want to open, say, project P3500 revision 2, I select this project ID from the list below here, and then I click OK to open up this project. And then after a few seconds the project is loaded into ShipWeight. Now to save this with a different name, to make a copy of it, for example to do revision number 3 of this project, I go to the project menu and I go to Save As, and I select the database I want to save it in, and then I type in the project ID that I want to use for the copy of this project. So for example P3500 revision 3, Rev 3. So now when I hit the OK button, a copy of revision 2 is stored as revision 3. Now if I want to get back to revision 2, I can of course open that from the open dialog again, but also on the project menu I have some shortcuts here which shows the 4 last projects that I opened, and I can open any of them by clicking on the menu selection in the project menu to get back my revision 2. So that's how you open and save projects in ShipWeight. If you want to delete the project, that's also done on the project menu. You go to delete in the project menu and select delete project, and you will get the same dialog up that shows you the server, the databases. You select the database and you select the project you want to delete, and then click OK to delete it. Now when you go to open a project, you may find that some of the project databases can contain a lot of projects, so the list below here will get very long and tedious to select from. In this case, you may organize your project in a hierarchy, and you do this by clicking the button to the right here, and this opens up a browse dialog where you will see again your project databases and the projects within each of your project database. But this dialog allows you now to create some folders. Let's create one just right here. You double click, select new folder and type in the name for the folder, and then you can drag and drop your project into this folder to organize them better. So again, to create a folder, you right click, select new folder, give in the name of the folder, and drag and drop projects to place them in folders. And a folder can also have subfolder, no problem. So then if you need to open one project, you can, from this open dialog, go into this project browse window, select from your hierarchy and click OK, and then this will bring up that project for you in the open project dialog. So clicking OK will open up the selected project. Another important part of project administration is in the option dialog. The option dialog has important setting for each of the project, and you can find the option dialog by going to the view menu and select options. This will bring up a dialog that has many sheets, and on each sheet you can set various options. For example, the first sheet here, general, you select units for a project, you select logging activity, you select whether it should summarize at startup, and so forth. You also have decimal settings here for the weight groups in the main window, and for the detailed items in the item dialog you have names for quantities and default setting for the quantities when a new row is added, and many other settings. For more details about these settings, hit the F1 key to bring up the context-sensitive help, which will show you explanations for the various sheets of the options dialog. So hit F1 if you need to know the details of these options. Finally, in this video we will just show how to navigate in this work breakdown structure. The main area of the main window shows the work breakdown structure as a hierarchy, and you can navigate in the hierarchy just like you navigate in Windows Explorer by exploding and collapsing nodes, opening and collapsing nodes. And if you select any of the subnodes that has items, in the lower part you will see a preview of the items of the selected SwibIS group. To the right of the screen we have project information, parameters and codes information, and this extra information you can hide by clicking the hide info button if you would like to have more space for your SwibIS groups. You can also set the column width for these groups and the values of the weight and center of gravity. So any of these windows can also be opened by clicking on the header, for example project information, and this opens the window for the project information if you need to edit any information there. Same goes with parameters and with the codes dialog. And finally you can click on items here to open up the item dialog. Containing the detailed weights. So that's very brief on how you administrate project and navigate in the main window. And that concludes this video.